you guys having a good weekend. So we're here for Luton v Manchester United. And we're just getting underway, guys. Team's just kicking off. Just share the team news on the screen. So Luton playing in orange top with black shorts and orange socks. And United playing in an all-white strip with white socks. Oh, United already in here as they get the shot on goal, and United have scored with Højlund. Well, Luton have committed themselves forward there, trying to create an opportunity and forgot to keep the back door shut. And United have capitalised on the mistake from Luton. Well, can you believe it? Luton, foolish defending there. Just a long ball up the field by United. And Luton only had one defender back to deal with it. And obviously, when you're coming out, as much as we know United have been playing not at their best this season, you still can't do that with the top teams in the league. Foolish mistake by Luton. Foolish. Jamie's with us. How's it going, Jamie? Welcome to the show, mate. Jamie saying, all right, mate. How's it going, Jamie? Good to see you, mate. So Luton now with the possession on this near side. And to just cut it back into the centre of the park. Keaton, how you doing, mate? Keaton, my nephew, saying, come on, United. Holgen, thank you for that, Keaton. Welcome to the show, mate. Oh, Luton getting into the box here as they cross it in. But it comes out on this near side. And it's gone out of play for a throw-in to United. So, yeah, thank you for that, Keaton. Welcome to the show, mate. And thank you, Jamie. And Wrestle Heritage, how you doing, mate? Wrestle Heritage saying hello. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Jamie is saying, how are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, mate. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Jamie, you feeling a bit better this week, mate? Let me know how you guys doing. And also, don't forget, guys, please do feel free to drop a score prediction in. If you have one, United have got a throw in on this near side. So, what was I looking for then? Oh, why is it always so far ahead? That's a minute 15 seconds ahead. Sorry, guys, I'm just. Yeah, tough afternoon for you today, Jamie. What happened there, mate? Ball crossed in from the corner here by United as it's knocked away from goal out wide to this near side. United pick it up again as the ball crossed in by Shaw. It's knocked away and United picking up the pieces further up the field. But yeah, what happened today, Jamie? Sheffield having a tough afternoon against Brighton. I thought you guys, do you know, when I saw that fixture yesterday, oh, United with another shot. The goalkeeper makes a save as the ball deflects away. Luton now on that far side, trying to play out from the back. But United have challenged for it as they win it back now. United coming forward as they race towards the edge of the box, looking to get the cross in, but it's deflected. And that will be a corner on that far side of the field for United. So, yeah, Jamie, what's happened, mate? How are you feeling about your team today? I saw that result yesterday, that fixture yesterday, and I genuinely thought you guys would have a chance of getting something out of that because you're at home. But yeah, it's all going around for you guys. Corner comes in and it's headed away United picking up the pieces outside the box. Stevie's saying, hi, Gaz and chat. Awesome. Thank you, Stevie. Ball's knocked out of play on this near side, and that will be a throw-in to United midway inside the Luton half on this near side of the field. Luke Shaw to take it. Keaton is saying, hello, UG and fan dinners. Hope all had a good weekend. Thank you for that, Keaton. Yeah, I hope you've had a good weekend too as well, mate. Thank you for that, mate. Appreciate kind words. Top man. Top man. Classy guy. Thank you for that, Keaton. Hope you've had a good weekend as well, you and Leone, and obviously Jesse. Oh, yeah, just seeing them. Oh, look at that. Well, the player, was that who I thought it was then? Sorry, guys, just noticed some boots I like. Corner comes in as it's knocked away, but United have picked it up on the edge of the box as they hook it back in, and it ends up in the back of the net. Well, I don't know if that was deflected on the way through, but what are Luton thinking of? Their defence just looks to have gone to sleep. Yeah, it does take a deflection. That's a big deflection, actually. No way. That is a freaky goal. Hoyland. Well, it's come off Hoyland's chest and eventually. I'm sorry, I've got to laugh at seeing United fans celebrating so passionately in the stands through leading Luton 2-0. This is Manchester United, the global club, and they're getting excited about beating Luton till 2-0. Sorry, but shouldn't United be having bigger ambitions, like, taking on Real Madrid and Barcelona and Chelsea and Manchester City? Luton now on the attack. Oh, United challenged theirs. They won it back. Well, United look to be playing really well. I've got to give credit there. Got to give credit there. They're playing really well, looking really confident on the ball, playing it back into the centre of the park now and all the way back to the goalkeeper. But let's be honest, it's not difficult to look well against Luton, is it? Thank you, that Keaton. Jamie saying, can't believe how bad we were. We was. VAR not give us much. We have 3 goals offside from VAR. Well, I missed the game, Jamie. I've been busy this afternoon, mate, so I missed it. But yeah, I'll try and have a look later, Jamie. Now Luton with the possession as they play it out wide to this near side. United coming to press the ball. Luton playing it back in out to that far side. But yeah, that's concerning, Jamie, if you're saying that you feel that you've got 3 offside goals. That is questionable if that is the case. Luton now with the possession on that far side as they try to work it forward. United try to make the challenge on that far side as Luton hook it into the centre of the field. Now they trying to work the ball forward, but United challenge for it, and they've won it back now as Rashford now racing forward down the centre of the field. As he comes towards the edge of the box, gets the shot in, and it's just just gone wide of that far post, going for the glory himself. He had better options there. 2 players running with him, and Rashford decided to try and do it all on his own. It's not exactly good team play, that, but we know why. He's been coming under a lot of criticism recently, so obviously trying to take the spotlight off himself. Best way to do that is scoring goals. Now the ball knocked out wide on that far side as eventually the ball goes all the way back to the United goalkeeper who kicks it forward. Now the ball ends up with Luton on that far side. It's now they come forward, racing towards the edge of the box. United with plenty of bodies back behind the ball here, but Luton with a cross into the box. It's headed away as the ball bounces out of play on that far side, and that will be a throw into Luton, taken quickly. Luton now with the ball coming in as they play it back to the halfway line. United coming to press the ball. Jamie saying, all right, GAZGO. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. Always appreciate you guys acknowledging Stevie. Thank you for that, Jamie. Jamie also saying, can't wait for the season to end. VAR doing my head in. Well, yeah, there's been a lot of question marks about VAR this season. I think I've got to be honest, Jamie. It's referees and the Football Association that's doing my head in. Because at the end of the day, everything to do with officiating, the buck stops with them. Done it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's them that's bugging me. But I can understand why people are getting frustrated with the VAR. I can totally understand that, mate. But we need an overhaul, guys. We need an overhaul of the football structure, the football authorities. We need an overhaul. They're out of date, out of touch, and they're only in it for the money. And if we're not careful, the game is going to be ruined. We need fans to come together and start making a stand against these terrible, terrible people running our football association and the officiating of games. They're absolutely shocking, guys. They could not manage a piss up in a brewery. They are proving that week in, week out. The amount of mistakes we keep seeing in games by referees, bad decisions, it's just endless. It's just endless, guys. So and now they're talking about bringing in a blue card. I mean, come on. Get what right. Would you not agree, guys, that they need to get right what they're managing right now than introducing more stuff that's just going to make it more complicated and referees even less accountable than they already are. We've got managers accountable. We've got players accountable. Even fans now accountable with the amount of CCTV in stadium. But yet these referees are lording it over games like they've got no accountability. A manager questions a referee decision, they get a £30,000 fine. Do you know what I mean? It's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts. And I can't believe so many fans are ignoring it. We have to come together, guys. Otherwise, they're going to destroy the game that we love. They'll make that much red tape with blue cards and VAR and goal line technology that in the future we won't know we won't recognize the game from the game we know today, because they'll make it like American sports. You guys see the Super Bowl? I watched the Super Bowl. You couldn't even tell what the hell was going on. The game started stopping that many times. There's more breaks in that than in the laundry room. Oh, Luton, pull one back here. They've headed the ball into the back of the net there. Well, just goes to show you can't write Luton off. They keep coming forward and they keep trying, and they've managed to pull one back here against United. Ball was just worked out wide on that far side, played into the box, and Luton just did a full U-turn and managed to get the ball into a position where he could get the shot off. The goalkeeper initially made the save, but the Luton striker followed up, heading the ball into the back of the net from the ball's ricocheted outside the box. When it notice every time I put that radar on, the numbers drop. Keaton is saying, what do people think of Luton? I'd love them to stay up this season. Little team, but a nice team to watch, and be happy for being in Premier League. Well, yeah, I'd like them to stay up. I'd like them to stay up long enough to help their finances, because they're trying to build a new stadium, aren't they? They're trying to build a new stadium, apparently, Luton. So I'd like to see them stay in the Premier League long enough to help them build the new stadium, because it's not easy for lower league clubs to do that, because there's such a gap in the amount of money they make in the lower leagues compared to the Premier League. So, as we know, it's a lot easier to build a new stadium in the Premier League when you've got millions of pounds coming in every year. So, but yeah, you're right, Luton. They are a good. You're right, Keaton. Luton are a good club, but you've got to earn it, haven't you, mate? You've got to earn it, as you know. You've got to earn it. Ball now into the centre of the park. As Luton play it back to the halfway line. But yeah, great question, that, Keaton. In fairness, mate, that's a great question, top man. I don't know if I'd say love them to stay up, but I'd be happy if they stay up. But I wouldn't say love them. I'd love my team to be switching places with them, that's for sure. Keaton is saying, Jamie, I think they need to sort this VAR out instead of bringing these blue cards out. Absolutely, totally agree, Keaton. Totally agree, mate. I have no problem with the blue card idea in principle at a later date, but until they get their backside into gear and start managing the rules of the game as it is now, then I don't think they should introduce new stuff. It's an absolute disgrace. There's no excuse for introducing new stuff when they can't even get their stuff right that they're supposed to be managing now. So many refereeing decisions coming into question. So how can we have something new? It's just more red tape. It's just more red tape. It's just this is where we're seeing that the FA is becoming too political, because they're trying to politicise the game now. Joey, how you doing, mate? Joey saying, hi, guys. How you doing, mate? I'm good, Joey. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. I take it you might be having a day off today, Jamie. Welcome to the show, mate. Oh, we got to coming together. Got to coming together on this near side. Well, Marcus Rashford just got a dink in the head and reacted to it, trying to win the ball back. Luckily, it wasn't an overreaction. So that will be a goal kick. Apologies, guys. The radar on screen is not in tune with me. I've just left it on there for a short period while I catch up with you guys a bit in the chat. So thank you for that, Joey. And Joey saying, hi, all you fan denners. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Top stuff. Classy guy, as always. Thank you, mate. Joey saying, go on, Luton. Yeah, pulling one back. Yeah, Joey, a big, massive Liverpool fan. Not missing an opportunity there to just remind him United fans have conceded a goal against Luton. Joey is saying, I agree, guys. Be good for Luton to stay up for a last few seasons for the money. Absolutely, yep. Well said, Joey. Well said, mate. Just to help them play for that stadium. Like I say, that it's not going to be easy for them to pay for that stadium down in the Championship. So if they could stay up for an extra season or two, just long enough to help them earn a big chunk of the money towards the stadium, I think it'd be massive for them, because it means that then they're not having a debt hanging around their neck. Because let's be honest, if they have to pay for that down in the EFL leagues, they're going to end up with a debt round their neck. Well, we just got a yellow card here. Yeah, Luke Shaw been booked for blocking off the Luton player on this near side, and the ball just rolls out of play, but that's going to be a free kick. Yeah, bit of a silly, clumsy challenge there from Luke Shaw, and it's a free kick to Luton. And I would say it's about 30 yards from goal, guys, maybe slightly more. Slightly out to this near side. You guys are just joining us, please do hit that like button. It's currently 20 minutes gone in the game, and it's Luton 1, Manchester United 2. Luton now with a free kick crossed in. and it's headed wide, and that'll be a goal kick for United. Yeah, didn't really make the best of that opportunity there, Luton. But yeah, thank you for that, Joey. Um, Jamie is saying, if VAR is that bad in Euros this year, uh, good God, fans not going, be happy. Them need sorted out, or don't have VAR and no more. Do you know what? I'm starting to hear more and more fans saying no VAR. That's quite interesting. That I am starting to hear more and more fans say do away with the VAR. And that just shows how bad the officials have been using it. That you're getting fans now preferring to go back to how we were managing the game before, even though there were faults in that, rather than have this VAR. Because fans, I think, are just getting frustrated now with it, with the fact that there's no transparency. So, yeah, that's a great comment. Jamie, thank you for that, mate. Ball Luton on that far side as they just cut it back to the goalkeeper. Jamie is saying Keaton them do need to sort it out. Absolutely, thank you for that, Jamie. Yeah, with a blue card. Yeah, he's right to mention that, Keaton, definitely, because that blue card, as soon as he heard about it, was like, how can you introduce more crap when you can't even get the crap right that you're supposed to be managing now? You know, the VAR is just a complete farce. You know what I mean? We're seeing one referee interpret it one way and another referee interpret it a completely different way. You know, the officials in the VAR room just adding to the confusion. Um, and we've had so many mistakes this season from VAR and referees using VAR. How the hell can they justify trying to introduce a blue card system? It's just stupid. United have a throw in on that far side as they hook the ball up the field, but it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, and now Luton will build from the back. Luton now just playing the ball into the centre of the field as they try to come forward, knocking it out wide to this near side. Ball played into the centre, and now it's hooked out wide on that far side as Luton now coming towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed in. It's headed away by United. Ball goes out of play on that far side for a throw into Luton. Pure Lolist, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Luton now trying to cross the ball in. The ball crossed in as it's headed out to this near side. Not a bad effort, but just couldn't get it down. Oh, United now on the attack as they've blasted the ball out of play there. Pure Lloyd saying, all the best, guys, Becky, Stevie, and all the Denners. Best wishes to all Rangers. Go top of the league. Catch up soon. Sorry, mate, but trying to keep all subscribed. Channels happy. Be back soon. Take care. No need to apologise, mate. If you found other channels you prefer to be on, that's fair enough. Thank you for that. Pure Loyalist, best wishes to you and your family as well. And I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that, mate. Keaton is saying, I love Luton's ground as it is. I think they should build on it, build onto it. But I think it would be hard to build on it because it's in people's back garden. Yeah, you couldn't really expand their ground. They've maxed it out as much as they can. To be fair, Luton. To be fair, Keaton, there's just no room for them to build more upgraded stands. There's no way to get the equipment in properly, to be fair. They had an upgrade before the start of this season to get it in order, but I believe the other ground that they're building is partly built, to be honest, mate. So I believe it's already partly built. I think they expect to move into it. I think I heard in about 2 years. They were building it in preparation for getting to the Premier League, but they got to the Premier League but before they expected to get there, I think. But that's at least what I understand. They were building a new stadium in the hope of getting to the Premier League, and they're halfway through building it. So I've been reading, but I don't. Like I said, that's all I know. It's quite sketchy what's going on with their new stadium, to be honest. Although I have only read partial articles about it, so I haven't like deeply researched it. But you're right, Keaton. It is a very classical ground with obviously with all the terraced houses around it and stuff, mate. You don't see many grounds like that around the UK these days. My club stadium used to be very much like that. It was surrounded by terraced houses, but now they moved it out. As you guys know, about 20 years ago, they moved it out to the middle of nowhere, right at the side of the motorway, so that they could build an American shopping mall at the side of it because they think that we're American. They don't want to respect UK culture. They want to introduce American culture, so we all become Americanized. That's my opinion. Luton now with the possession as they're knocking it about outside the United box. But yeah, that's a great comment, Keaton. Thank you, mate. Pure Law saying, Jamie, mate, top of the league, Rangers. Yeah. Yeah, Rangers doing well at the moment, although Celtic are doing pretty bad. They keep dropping points. But yeah, Rangers getting a comfortable 3-0 win today against St Johnstone. Now United winning the ball back as they play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper plays the ball down the centre of the field, and now United on the attack as they race forward. But Fernandez has chipped it forward there. It's just kept in on that far side. As now United trying to play it into the box. Referee blowing the whistle there. Has he given a handball? I'm not sure. He's pointing to his hand or something there. Jamie saying, Pure, I tell you, you're going to win, mate. Yeah, it looks like Rangers got it in the bag, to be fair. Pure Lord saying, Jamie, WATP, the famous Rangers FC. Yeah, Rangers going to win it. Of course, they are. Celtic have fallen away this season. I mean, I'm happy. I don't mean no disrespect to Rangers fans. I'm happy they're going to win it because it makes a change from Celtic winning it. But there's needs to be something done in that league because I'm sorry, but how can you be entertained by a league where there's only two clubs going to win it? I don't understand how Scotland fans can be so absorbed by a league where only two teams can win it. Surely you want to get Hibs, Hearts, and Aberdeen competing more in this in for the title in Scotland to make it a more attractive league for sponsorship purposes. You are never going to generate good money into Scottish football as long as it is predictable. And all it takes is Rangers to have a bad season, Celtic are guaranteed to win it. Celtic have a bad season, and Rangers are guaranteed to win it. There's nobody else that comes into it. Rangers don't have, Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen, the other clubs that you might expect. And if you look at the attendances, guys, honestly, the more I keep studying about Scottish football, the more I'm shocked with the numbers. Did you know that there is only 5 teams in the Scottish League that get over 10,000 fans attendance? Only 5 teams in Scottish football that get over 10,000 fans attending a game. Every other league in every other club in Scottish football gets less than 10,000 fans in a game. So, that kind of says why it's just, it's a predictable league where it's either Rangers or Celtic that's going to win it. That's not competitive. That's just not competitive at all. I'm trying to take nothing away from Rangers or Celtic. I'm just being honest. I don't understand why Scottish fans are not demanding more be done to make the league more competitive. But yeah, enjoy the victory, Pure Lawless. Rightly so, mate. As you guys have been fighting to get back towards the top. You won the league once since you've been back in the Premier League, and I think it's great to see Rangers back because it makes it more competitive. Because Celtic were running away with it, they were just dominating it, weren't they? So it is great to have Rangers back in it, but I really wish something had been done to make it more competitive so that the other clubs in the league have a chance to compete. They actually get a fair crack of the whip and get some money invested in them clubs so that they can actually compete. Because it's just, well, I say I don't want to do disrespectful, but the numbers I keep learning, the more and more I learn about Scottish football, the more I am shocked um, at what the numbers are telling me. It's just, it needs investment. I can't believe Scottish fans are not calling out for it. The league needs investment. Jamie St. Pure, was you at home or away? No, they was away today. I'm sure they were today. Yeah, they were away. Yeah, away. Yeah, he's saying it. Away, Jamie 3-0. Well, enjoy the victory, Pure Lawless. Rightly so, mate. Jamie is saying Pure. You're going with the league now, mate. Yeah, Rangers will win this season. Flipping heck, have you seen Celtic? They're not even trying to compete. They just keep making mistakes all over the place. In fairness, drop points so many times in games this season that they wouldn't normally drop points in Celtic. That's what happens, though. It's another thing. It's going backwards. They've brought in Brendan Rodgers, didn't they? They've already had Brendan Rodgers before. And why Celtic keep doing this is foolish because when they did it with Neil Lennon, they had Neil Lennon. They did well. He left, and then they brought him back, and it was not the same. It doesn't work, does it, guys, when you bring a manager back? The evidence is there. 9 times out of 10, if you bring a previous manager back, it's not going to work. Now, United with the possession. Play back to the goalkeeper. Joey saying, I know, Keaton, man, imagine having a ground that close to your house. Laugh out loud. I know, Jamie. It's crazy, isn't it, mate? It is. Mr. Loyal is saying, Jamie 56 is en route to Ibrox, mate. No, it's not to wait. Luton getting the ball crossed in there. But United managed to knock it back to the goalkeeper. Dave, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Dave. David's saying, afternoon, guys, GAZGO, and the usual suspects. How you doing, Dave? Welcome to the show, mate. I'm surprised I didn't see you yesterday. I thought I might see you. I thought I might have seen you yesterday for the Millwall game, mate. I kind of picked that game as a thank you to you a little bit for your amazing support over the last few weeks and months. Obviously, we've done plenty of everybody else's team, but we haven't done much Millwall. So I picked it yesterday, partly because it was a relegation battle, but also partly to show my appreciation to you showing great support. And didn't see you, Dave. So I was quite surprised at that, mate, because you did say you weren't going to the game. So I thought you might have appreciated a bit of commentary. I'm presuming you were busy though, something with family though, or something, mate. Or maybe you went to the cafe. Did you go down to the ground to the cafe? I know you said you do that sometimes, don't you? You go and sit. Is it the pub or the cafe outside the ground? It's like fan atmosphere there. Luton out with the ball knocked out wide on this near side as the ball chipped into the box. It's headed away. Luton playing it out wide on that far side. But thank you for that, Dave. Welcome to the show, mate. Top man. Jamie St. Pure, you can do it, mate. Yeah, I expect Rangers to win this season comfortably, mate, to be fair. Keaton saying with VAR, I'd love them to go to Alan Shearer's 240 goals and see how many actual counted just out of interest. Well, that's an interesting one, Keaton. But in fairness, we could say the same thing about Wayne Rooney, couldn't we? You know, how many goals was it? He scored 200 and what is it? No, that's the assists, isn't it? I'm thinking of. There was a record broken yesterday for assists. Did you guys see that? That there was a new record broken yesterday with Mo Salah. He's apparently it's a selected amount of players that have got a record amount of assists. Alan Shearer was one of them. Wayne Rooney. I can't remember all the other players, but I know there were Alan Shearer there, Rooney, um, and obviously Mo Salah has just been added to it. There was a couple of other players as well. I can't remember them all. But did you guys see that? It was highlighted quite well yesterday. But yeah, you could say that about a lot of players, to be fair, Keaton, mate. Great great idea. But at the same time, I think a lot of the old school football fans like me would say the same thing about a lot of these modern players. We would love to see them playing back in the 90s and the 80s, particularly the 80s, when pitches were muddy and you didn't get fouls for just getting a tap on the leg. Do you know what I mean? So I think it works the same way in that respect, to be fair, Keaton. So I'd certainly love to see uh, the likes of a player like Neymar play back in the 80s. Can you imagine him playing back in the 80s? Oh my God. Oh, he wouldn't last 5 minutes, would he? He wouldn't last 5 minutes on them muddy pitches back in the 80s. That would be hilarious. Uh, and open stands as well, where you used to get a gust of wind across the pitch. That'd probably blow him over, so nobody would have to touch Neymar. The wind that swirls round the old style grounds would probably blow him over. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but think interesting opinion that, Keaton. Interesting opinion, mate. Thank you. Jamie saying, "All right, Dave, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate." And Joey saying, "Hi, Dave." Awesome. Thank you, Joey. And Jamie, you guys absolutely class. Joey is saying, interesting thoughts, Keaton. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, interesting thoughts. Although, as I say, flipping the script, you could do it the other way around, couldn't you? But thank you for that. Joey, nice one, mate. Oh, United now with the possession as they come out from the back. Luton have won it in the centre of the park. Davey's saying, Jamie, no, mate. Oh, we've got a handbags here. What's that all about, Dave? Right. Yeah. Well, it's understandable, Dave. It's understandable that you're frustrated with your team's performance yesterday. Yeah, I was quite shocked at that performance from Millwall players yesterday, to be fair. Losing is one thing, but I expected the players to be more competitive than that. Looks like heads have dropped, Dave, to me, mate. Looks like either heads have dropped or the manager's just not getting the best out of the players, but definitely didn't make good watching from you guys' point of view. What's the point? I'm not sure. Is Pure Loyalty still with us? I just remembered. Pure Loyalty, I was having a look on your channel the other week. I forgot to tell you, but I've not seen yet. I had a look on your channel the other week. I noticed loads of band music. I didn't leave a comment because I've left plenty of comments before, and you don't. I don't know why, but you don't seem to respond to them. So I just um, didn't. I dropped a like. I just didn't comment. But I was watching your channel the other week, just nosying around some of you guys and what you put up. And I noticed you got band music and stuff. Is that you actually playing in those bands, mate? I'm not sure because I couldn't tell because obviously it's got like a parade going by, hasn't it? So yeah, I didn't know whether that was you actually playing in the band, or if that's something. Well, I presume it's something to do with the local community because obviously they were marching through the streets, weren't they? So I'm presuming it's something to do with local community. But yeah, I meant to ask you. Obviously, I'm not seen you, so I meant to ask you that if you are actually playing in those bands that's on your channel, or is it just something in the local community? I wasn't sure. Well, like I said, I would have asked you on the channel, but you don't respond to comments. I don't mean no offense by that, but I have left a few comments on your channel and you've not responded to any of them. So that's why I thought I'd ask you here on the channel because then I might actually get an answer. I was confused about it. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it was you. I was presuming that you might actually be a member of a band. So I was just curious if you are, what instrument you play. If you're still with us, please do let me know. Um, Dave saying hi, Joey, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you. Sorry to jump off track. That just popped into my head to remember it. I've been meaning to ask him that for a few weeks. I just keep forgetting. Plus, I've not seen him. So I just wanted to get it, stop rattling around my brain to ask him. Once you ask somebody, you got it done then, innit? So apologies there. We've got a yellow card here. Referee going for the yellow card, and it's Maguire that's booked for a clumsy challenge. Thank you, Dave. Jamie say, Dave, try beat a Blades fan. VAR is doing my head in. We have 3 goals off from VAR. Yeah, he did say that earlier. Thank you for that, Jamie. Try and keep your chin up, mate. And I totally understand you guys' frustration with the VAR. That's why I'm shocked that they're even trying to introduce this new blue card thing, because it's just like, how could you introduce something new? You can't even manage what you've introduced so far. So thank you for that, Jamie. That's what Fandom is here for, you guys to express your frustrations. Just please try and avoid the bad language, though, guys. Keaton is saying, I think instead of swapping Bolton to Premier League, swap your grounds. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Have you listened to him? You're getting the crow, Keaton. That's not, no, I'm not doing that. He's trying to get me on a wind up there. Trying to get me on a wind up. You're getting the crow there, Keaton. Dave is saying, Jamie, mate, I think we both should take it as we are down. Save the heartache. End of season. You never know. We both could stay up. Absolutely. Loving the positive thinking there, Dave. In Keaton's comment is there the crow comment there is that what that is, guys. See, this is typical United fan fearing Bolton returning to the Premier League and giving them another embarrassing defeat at Old Trafford. Nothing worse than losing to your little local Bolton, is there, for a mighty Man United? Is there nothing worse? Is it? They don't want to come. They don't want to come to the Reebok and get shamed that they can't deal with the little wanderers down the road. We'll be back. We'll be back one day, and when we do, we're gonna come back and haunt United again, just like we did under Big Sam. How does it go? Glory, glory, Man United, except when we play the Wanderers. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a bit of banter with my nephew. Jamie is saying, Dave, I wish Blake. Yeah, thank you for that, Jamie. Yeah, well, you never know, mate. You never know. Dave is saying, have a coke and a beer. Jamie is saying, Dave, have a beer. Thank you, Jamie. You have a beer. Well, I'm not surprised after seeing that result this afternoon against Brighton, mate. I think anybody needs some kind of glass of wine or something after seeing your team getting a result like that. Joey's saying that's the one, Dave. Reverse psychology, laugh out loud. Absolutely, Joey. Well said, mate. Davey's saying, Joey, it must work, mate. I've tried everything to make Millwall win. Nothing works. So if I say we're down, we will stay down. Okay. Well, yeah, absolutely, Dave. Use the reverse psychology. Might as well, mate. Sounds good. Well, we've got 4 minutes added on at the end of this first half, guys. Apologies, I'm not sticking rigidly to the commentary today this afternoon, but that's why. Well, Luke Shaw's just gone off and Victor Lindelof has come on. So, yeah, apologies, I'm not sticking to the commentary rigidly today, guys, but we've got the radar to assist. So, you guys plenty chatty in the chat, in the fan den community chat. So, better catch up with you guys. Pure Loyalist saying, Joey, sorry, mate. Hello, hope all is good. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, mate. Now, United on the attack now, but Luton have intercepted it. Jamie is saying, Dave, laughing. Thank you, Jamie. Joey is saying, certainly worth a try, Dave. Biff. I knew he'd respond. Absolutely, yeah. Joey saying certainly worth the try, Dave. Well said, Joey. And Dave saying, hello, Pure Loyalist. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes. And Joey also saying hi, Loyalist. Thank you, guys. Loving the positive vibes. And Pure Loyalist saying, Dave Keaton, thumbs up. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Oh, United, well, they've just lost the possession and the referee has blown for a foul. And that'll be a free kick to Luton. Pure Loyalist with a thumbs up to Joey. Thank you. And also Dave. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Top man. Dave is saying, SOS Gaz, if that's right. I didn't know, mate. I did say on Friday that I would be checking on Millwall till late evening. No, it's fine, Dave. Don't take it the wrong way, mate. I just, like I say, I know that obviously we've covered Sheffield United a bit. We've covered Sheffield Wednesday quite a bit. We've covered my club, haven't we? We've covered a bit of Rangers. I think we've covered a bit of most of what everybody's team is, who is regular fan denners. But obviously, I think that we haven't covered Millwall properly since the start of the season. So I just thought yesterday, obviously, as a show appreciation to you guys that are Millwall fans, particularly you, Dave, with the great support that you've been showing on the channel. I would try and cover the Millwall game yesterday. I was actually umming and ahhing about it because we've actually covered quite a bit of Sheffield Wednesday because obviously they've been in a dogfight. So I was thinking, oh, should I cover Wednesday again when I've already covered them quite a bit? But like I say, what tipped my thinking was the fact that obviously you guys that are Millwall fans have been showing, particularly you, Dave, as I say, showing great support. So I thought it was right that I cover a bit of Millwall yesterday, as like I said. But no worries, Dave. No worries, mate. I just, like I said, thought you might have popped in a little bit. But like I say, totally understand if you were busy. I just thought, because I know you said you weren't planning to go to the game because obviously frustrated with the ownership at the moment. So you're making your protest by not attending games at the moment to make your feelings known. If you guys wondering what we're talking about, Dave is a regular Millwall fan. Normally attends the games a lot, but at the moment he's not doing out of sheer frustration with the way the club's being managed. So he's trying to make his feelings known by reducing the amount of games he attends. And that I agree with that. I agree with that. If you're not happy with your team or your club and the way it's run, the only way you can make a stand is stop putting money into the club because they're not going to listen to you, are they? So, maybe when the revenue drops, maybe then they'll start listening. But yeah, no worries, Dave. No, there wasn't meaning it. I was just surprised that I did see, only because you come in a lot, don't you, mate? So I was surprised not to see you for drop in on a stream for your own teammate. But not a problem. If you were busy, I respect that, Dave. No worries, mate. You show fantastic support on plenty of other games, mate. So yeah, thank you for that, mate. Thank you, Dave. Keaton, Pure Lois with thumbs up to Keaton. Thank you, Pure Lois. Nice one, mate. Pure Lois saying VAR is only another excuse to waste time. No points. No point when a ref can make his own decision and overrule it. VAR is only another excuse to waste time. No point when the referee can make his own decision and you know what? That's a great point. Yeah, that's a fair. It does appear like that, doesn't it, Mr. Loyalist? It does appear like that with some of the shocking decisions we've made and the way referees interpret the rules or implement the rules. So yeah, I think you got definitely some great logic in that statement. To be fair, mate, it's just so annoying, isn't it, with the way the referees are using it? Just so annoying. David's saying, sorry, Jamie, lost his £5 bet. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jamie. Yeah, he did. You're right, Dave. He did say put a £5 bet on you guys, didn't he? Jamie's saying, Dave, not put a fiver on. That's why they lost. Oh, Jamie, you just confessed. That's it now. Oh, Jamie. Now we know why Millwall lost yesterday, because you threatened to put a bet on them and didn't. If you'd have put the bet on, they would have stormed it. They would have absolutely stormed it. Am I right, Dave? Has Jamie jinxed your team not putting the bet on? Let me know your thoughts, Dave. I'm interested to hear what you're thinking on that. He jinxed your team not putting the bet on. He threatened to put the bet on and then didn't. And the football gods have condemned Millwall. They've condemned Millwall for Jamie's threat of putting a bet on and not doing it. The football gods were casting bolts of lightning down on Motherwell yesterday. You will not win. Jamie didn't honour his bet. Pure Loyalist is Jamie laughing. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Pure Loyalist saying, still here, mate. All right, no worries. Thank you, mate. Yes, I'm in the flute band, mate. Right, cool. Yeah, you play the flute. I like it. Yeah, I've got a flute. I'm not very good at playing it. I'm trying to learn. I like playing it, but I find it. I'd love to learn an instrument, but I've got a flute. I bought it a while back. But what I don't understand is you get one flute that can be a C, and then you get another flute that's a B, and another flute that's a C. But yet they all have the finger holes on it. So I'm trying to learn, but I'm only learning it casually. But I do like flute music, pure loyalist. I really do like flute music, particularly like anything. I don't know, like anything that's got like like a tranquility feel to it. If you get what I mean, you hear a lot of flute music with tranquility, but I always like the flute. I've always liked it. I think it's really therapeutic. But yeah, thank you for answering my question, Pure Lost. I wasn't sure, like I said, I don't mean no offense. I would have asked you other way. But as I say, I noticed you don't seem to respond to your channel. I don't know if that's because you've stopped uploading or something. I don't know, but I just was curious. I'm just curious because obviously plenty of band content on your channel. But yep, sounds good, Pure Lows. Maybe have to pick your brains sometime to give me some. I don't know what quick steps to being to learning flute music. But yep, thank you for letting me know, Pure Lows. Respect to you if you can play the flute. As I say, I can get a little bit of a jingle out of it, but I'm not following no notes. Just trying to play it and just make it sound like some music. So yeah. Jamie's saying back. Thank you for that, Jamie. David's saying, Gaz, there is no fire in the team. It just needs one player to make a spark and ignore some light up the team. Oh, ignite. Sorry, I thought it said ignore. Ignite. Sorry, my bad. I'm reading it wrong. Spark and ignite some light up the team. Yeah, you mean fire in the belly, don't you, Dave? Yeah, mate, I've got to agree. I was shocked. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't shocked with Sheffield Wednesday. I know that they can be they can be a difficult team to play. We've done a couple of games with them this season. And they're not, they can be very up and down. You don't know what you're going to get, but when they do play well, they can play well. But yeah, I was shocked, to be honest, mate. I was shocked how easy Wednesday were able to get at your defence. In fairness, and I think Millwall guilty of. Millwall players are definitely guilty of not putting enough effort in trying to get back and defend. So thank you for that, Dave. Yeah, keep your chin up, mate. Keep your chin up. It can't last forever. Can't last forever. So, guys, I'm not sure what stats you're seeing on the screen, but I'm going to quickly bring up the other stats that I normally show. Sorry, guys, let's just quickly have a look. How that first half has gone in numbers. Let's get rid of that a moment. I know that's giving you guys some stats, I know. But I always like to have a look at the overview of the actual game stats, match stats, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to bring that up on the screen now for you guys to see. But don't worry if you can't read it, I will read it out to you. So total shots, 11 for Luton, 8 for Manchester United. Shots on target, 2 for Luton, 4 for Manchester United. Possession, 60% for Luton, 40% for United. Now that's quite a surprising one. Passes, 263 for Luton, 194 for United. Pass accuracy, 81% for Luton, 75% for Man United. Fouls, 4 against Luton, 12 against Manchester United. Yellow cards, 1 for Luton, 3 against United. No red cards. Offsides, just the 1 against Luton, none against United. And corners, 1 for Luton, 3 for United. So there you go, guys. But, yeah, I'm quite surprised at that. I thought the possession would be more like, I don't know, 40, maybe 40, 45, 55, something like that. I'm surprised to see Luton edging the possession stats so much, to be fair. Damn, the earpiece is doing me head and keep falling out. Yeah, I'm quite surprised at that. You guys surprised at that? I would have expected United's match stats to be a bit closer than that possession stats, should I say. So thank you for that, Dave. Pure Loyal is saying loyalist band Gaz. mate. All right. Is that what it's actually called? All right. All right. So that makes sense. Your account name then. That certainly makes sense of your account name, mate. Um, well, yeah. Like I said, I did have a listen. I couldn't identify which one was you, though, mate. I couldn't identify who was in the band because obviously quite a few uh, band members, isn't there? So, and you're just obviously just marching on by. I presume it maybe your lovely lady that's filming or something like that. But yeah, like I say, it was difficult to try and recognise you, which one was you. Um, but yeah, loyalist band, is that to do with a club, a football club, or something, or something political or something like that? I'm not sure. Um, Obviously, quite passionate politics up in Scotland to do with some subjects, isn't there? But thank you for letting me know, Mr. Loyalist. Jamie saying, just got a cool beer. Sounds good. Jamie, sounds good, mate. Dave saying, Loyalist, I love the Covent. Covent. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. But thank you, Dave. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly, mate. Covent or Covent. Pure Loyalty saying 26 years played side drum. Then I was colour sergeant. Is that sergeant? Side drum. Yeah, I do like bashing the drums. Who doesn't like bashing the drums? Colour sergeant. Is that like where you stand at the front with a flag or something like that? Colour sergeant. Is that am I reading that right? Colour, is that what it means? SGT sergeant, I think. That's as I understand it. But yeah, respect to you for that, loyalist. Although I'm not sure exactly what the if it's a loyalist band, what's it loyalist to? What's the loyalistness representing? Is it Scotland or is it maybe the clans? Because obviously there used to be a lot of clan like bands, didn't there, back years ago, didn't there, in Scotland? I'm not sure. But yeah, let us know, Mr. Loyalist. Davey saying, Loyalist, I've loved to watch the Govern Street Band and Pipe Band. Govern Street Band. What's the Govern Street Band, Dave? Joey saying, laugh out loud, Gaz. When did you get the crow? Yeah, it's been there for a while. It just I've not used it yet, so I just thought it was appropriate to start using it when people put up, um, a comment in that that's a bit of either a bit of banter that is not. I don't know. I'm learning how to use it, but I found it. It's been there for a while. I think I pressed it by accident a few weeks back, and then decided I liked it. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that. I'm going to try and figure out a way to use the crow. So now, if somebody puts a comment that's it don't have to be a bad comment, just like because it wasn't a bad comment that my nephew put, was it? It was just that he was trying to banter me. So let him know that his banter's wasted banter and give him the crow. But yeah, it doesn't mean a negative. Trying to use it as a semi-negative, not a negative, but like a bit of friendly banter noise. Bit of friendly banter noise. But thank you for that, Joey. Glad you like it, mate. Top stuff. Pure Lord saying, Dave, it's a flute band. I'm with mate. Loyalist tunes and wartime memorials tunes, mate. Ah, right. I'm with you now. So it's to do with uh, a battalion or a squadron to do with the Second World War. I'm presuming something like that. Well, thank you for letting us know, Pure Loyalist. Respect to you for doing that, mate. Dave is saying, Man United 1, Little Bolton 4. Well, United are making changes here. McTominay coming on. Thank you for that, Dave. Pure saying, sorry, I haven't replied, Gaz. I rarely check back on things. No worries, mate. No worries. I was confused why you wasn't replying on your own channel, but no worries, mate. Everybody's different how they do things. Everybody's different. Obviously, you're not pushing to build the channel as a channel as such at the moment. Maybe you will in the future. I'm not sure, but at the moment you're not. So obviously, it makes sense that you don't need to check it all the time. I just thought you might have checked it once in a while. That's all. But you know, everybody's different. That's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. So we're back underway here, guys. For the second half, let me get rid of that and get the team news back on the screen. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, no worries. Pure Lawless, no worries, mate. Like I say, I weren't having a go. Don't take it the wrong way. I was just saying, no point me leaving a comment when you don't, because I could have asked the question through your channel, and obviously I noticed that you don't really check it. So it was no point me asking you a question on your channel. Better to ask you when I actually spoke to you. So then you could could be able to give me an answer. That's all, mate. But yeah, no worries. Mr. Loyalist, thank you for that, mate. Keaton is saying, wandering down to League One. Yeah, we did wander down to League One, didn't we, Keaton? We did. We did. I noticed that. We wandered down to League One. We got bankrupt almost. And Manchester City offered to help us. Preston offered to help us. And Everton offered to help us. Pay for staff to pay wages and staff that weren't getting paid wages, that couldn't feed their families. And Preston, Everton, even Manchester City, who I criticise a lot because they're an oil baron club, but no offer from help from Manchester United when we went down to League One, when we couldn't, when our staff couldn't even afford to feed their families. And there's this rich club just down the road, full of millions and millions of pounds on the stock market. You know, the richest club in the world, we keep getting told, the mighty Manchester United, and yet not one offer of help for the little club down the road that was almost going bankrupt. But yet, the noisy neighbours across the road did, the ones, the oil barons, run by a Saudi oil company, and they still offered help. Preston up the road, who haven't got a pot to piss in, they offered help. Everton, who are in trouble with the FA on a regular basis because of their owners, but they still offered help. So, what I mean? Wandering down to League Two through financial crisis, where Manchester United should be technically, because you guys are spending money that's not yours. You're spending money that's not yours. You're getting bank loans to buy players because the club's so much in debt that the owners don't own a penny, that the club is actually not owned by the bank. Majority of Manchester United is owned by the bank. So who really should be in League One? Who really should be in League One? Manchester United. But they won't get put in League One because the banks will keep loaning money because Manchester United makes money. But it don't go into the Manchester United bank account. It goes into the Manchester United bank account, and then the banks take it straight out again and put it in the bank account that belongs to the bank. And then at the end of the season, the Glazers take their 20 or 30 million out of the club while the stadium's falling to pieces. So, yeah, Keaton, the Wanderers go wandering down to League One, but they're going to come wandering back one day, and it might come at the cost of you guys one day eventually falling into that relegation trap through the bad owners that own your club and are trying to destroy your club, trying to destroy football for their own profits and their own financial needs. And United fans keep supporting the club, keep supporting this club owned by millionaires that don't have any interest in football whatsoever. Well, thank you for that, Keaton. I've got to wind you up about the owners. I have, mate. I've got to wind you up about the owners because that is one thing that United fans don't like to hear: how they're being taken for fools by two American brothers, where their daddy bought them a football club, and now they're creaming it off. They're creaming it off. He's going to get the hump with me. I've got to remind him, though. Although I can't say nothing. My club's finances are in an absolute chaos because of, well, they're not now. They're back in order, but they were in chaos again for the same reason. Bad owners. Bad owners. We've got to get rid of these bad owners, whether it's Man United, Bolton, don't matter what club it is. We've got to get rid of them. There's too many bad owners in football. Joey is saying, awesome loyalist regards to your band. Thank you, Joey. Nice one, mate. David's saying, loyalist, I've seen most of them on YouTube. Once when I was a kid, I saw it under the arches with Grandad and got goosebumps. All right. Sound interesting, Dave. Yeah. Historical stuff can do that for you. Pure Loss with a thumbs up today. Thank you, mate. Pure Loss saying, cheers, Joey, mate. It's appreciated. Awesome. Thank you. Pure Loyalist. Joey saying, uncle and nephew banter, laugh out loud. Yeah. Yeah, I might have scared him off because I give him an overreaction to United. But I'm nothing against United. He knows that. He knows that. It's just I have got everything against the Glazers, though. I cannot stand the Glazers. He knows that. But yeah, no, I always keep it friendly with my nephew. He likes to banter me over Wanderers being down the lower leagues, but when he does, he's got to be reminded that his club is owned by the bank. He's got to be reminded that his club is owned by the bank. It's got to be done. Dave is saying, last video I saw, Pure Lois, was Under the Bridge 2023. Okay, thank you for that, Dave. Pure Lois saying, Dave, big parade at Glasgow 99% of the time. Love it, mate. Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Loyalist. Jamie saying, it's been my bad luck. Yeah, but yeah, with the Millwall result. Yeah. Come on, Dave, give it him. He jinxed your team threatening to put a bet on and not sticking to it. Yeah, he's jinxed it. Pure Loyalist laughing at Jamie. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Jamie. Jamie taking it in good humour. Thank you, Jamie. Top man. David's saying, yeah, Gaz, Jamie jinxed me. I see it's a Sheffield thing. Yeah, it's a Sheffield thing. I like that. That's a good one, that, Dave. That's a good one. Yeah. And Joey liking that as well. Thank you, Joey. Dave is saying, mates, and Jamie and I helped you with your badges. Yeah. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Helped him with the badge, didn't you? Jamie's saying, Dave, it's a Yorkshire thing. Yeah, now we're getting to it. Yeah. It's a Yorkshire thing. That's a good one, that, Jamie. Ball crossed in there. Oh, United clearing the lines. I'll put the radar back on a bit, Anna. I'm not really keeping up with this commentary, am I? But sorry, guys, the radar is not in tune with what I'm seeing. But I'll put it back on the screen so you guys can keep better in tune with what's going on in the game. Oh, Luton now coming towards the edge of the box. Cross comes in. It's a good cross, but nobody getting on the end of that. Well, if you guys just join us, we're on 54 minutes, just over 54 minutes gone. Still Luton 1, United 2. We had a fantastic start to the game with United scoring 2 early goals. Luton managed to pull one back. And since then, it's been a cagey game. Can we see Luton getting an equaliser in this one, guys? So thank you for that, Jamie. Top man. Davey's saying, I see, Jamie. Ryan's Tetley tea buddy. That's a good one, that, Dave. Tetley tea, buddy. Jamie is laughing at Dave. Thank you, Jamie. Dave has changed his badge here. What's he put? Oh, he's put an angry face. Coffee time for me. Jamie saying new picture, Dave. Yeah, it's giving you an angry face there, Jamie. Mr. Loyal saying big band gas over 170 in it. Cultural without going too far into it. It's a protesters, a protestant. Oh, Protestant. Is that Protestant? Is that meant to be a D? Protestant flute band, Northern Ireland. All right. I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that. Oh, Rashford has just had a shot. Goalkeeper saved it. Um, yeah, well, I've obviously I've got questions there. Pure lawless. I didn't realise it was connected with Northern Ireland. But I better not. I better stay away from that, obviously, because it's political. But yeah, it'd be nice to talk to you about that more. Just to let you guys, that reminds me, guys, just to let you know, you probably heard me mentioning Kick, as we are streaming on Kick, and we're on there today as well, live on Kick. Um, just to let you guys know that a regular fan, Dennis, if you didn't realise this, on Kick there is a 24-hour chat open for fan Dennis. You guys can talk all the time amongst yourselves on Kick. So if you're not on Kick, maybe you might want to consider it. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves sometimes when I'm not able to stream, you can do it on Kick because there's a chat open on the channel all the time. It refreshes every 24 hours. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that like to talk football a lot and sometimes talk amongst yourself if I'm not around and I can't do a live stream, but you guys want to talk football with other fan dinners, you can do it on Kick. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know while that popped into my head. I meant to tell you guys the other day, but forgot about it to be honest. But yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Loyalist. As I say, I'd love to talk to you about that more, but obviously I'm going to try and avoid the political aspect here on YouTube. So apologies, mate. That's one of the reasons why I tell you guys sometimes to follow me on social media so we can talk about stuff that I can't talk about on the channel. But thank you for letting me know, Pure Loyalist. Thank you, mate. Pure Loyalist also saying, Colour Sergeant, yes, guys, in charge of the colour party and its flags. Right. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know, mate. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Luton now on the attack down that far side as they come towards the edge of the box, trying to get the cross in. United make the challenge, but Luton just cut it back there. Luton now with a shot from distance, but it's always, well, that's a really poor effort there. And that's gone out of play. Davey saying Old Trafford is falling down, falling down, falling down. Old Trafford is falling down. My fair lady. Oh, thank you, Dave. I know. I think he's gone. Has he gone? Oh no, he's still there. He's still. I wasn't sure if my nephew had gone. Is he still there? Yeah. Thank you for that. He's all right. He's a good lad. He can take the humour normally. He can normally take it okay. Pure Lol is saying, Jamie, when you decide if and when you're coming to Ibrox, you can use my boy's season ticket. Sounds good. That's very kind of you to offer that. Pure Loyalist, top man. Maybe maybe Jamie might take you up on the offer sometime, mate. Very kind of you to offer. Jamie's saying, I got talk sport on them being on about us for us. How bad them was with us this season. How bad? I'm not following you there, Jamie. Sorry, Jamie, I'm not following that properly. I got talk sport, yeah, I get that, on them. Them been talking on about VAR for us, how bad them. So they've been talking about how bad you've been or how bad the VAR's been in towards your club. Is that what you meaning, Jamie? I'm thinking that's what you mean, innit? You meaning? Sorry, it's just I'm struggling to follow. You can tell Jamie's had a beer or two because he's he's mixing his words up a little bit there towards the end. I just don't the way it reads there. So I'm presuming you meaning they're talking about the VAR and how it's been worked against Sheffield United. Am I right? Am I understanding that, Jamie? How many bad decisions you guys have had with VAR? Is that what you're trying to say there, mate? Please do let me know, Jamie. Jamie's saying pure, got tickets, not a season ticket. If sometime next season. Sounds good, Jamie. Sounds good, mate. Got another corner here, guys. Corner taken by United as it's knocked towards the edge of the box. Shot comes in, but it's straight at the goalkeeper there, Marcanaccio. Yeah, just straight down the keeper's throat, so to speak. So, yeah, it sounds good, Jamie. Pure Loy saying, Jamie, you can use my son's season ticket. It's safe, no worries. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Lawley. Sounds good, that, mate. Davy's saying, Keaton, come back, bud. Uncle Gaz was joking. Yeah, he knows. He knows me well enough. He knows I'm a passionate guy. And he knows I don't mean him no disrespect. I just got to say it as it is. I've got to remind him that the bank's own Man United. I have to remind him of that. But yeah, he gives me plenty. Don't you worry, guys. He gives me plenty of banter about Bolton. Don't you worry. Pure Lawless saying, Dave, laughing. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Jamie saying, Pure, no, I get tickets. I'll be next season. Be a Saturday game. Okay, thank you for that, Jamie. Top stuff, mate. Keaton is saying, only thing he can win a banter talk is talking about owners. Laugh out loud. Some answer every time. Same answer every time. It's only a little banter. Laugh out loud. Is that all I can? Oh, that sounds like a challenge, that, Keaton. That sounds like a challenge. I can only banter you about Manchester United. Let me think. Well, one thing I can banter you about straight away is Manchester United. What's the song? How does it go? Glory, glory, Man United. Where's the glory? Where's the glory? That's not what United fans sing on the stand. Where's the glory? Where's the glory? When did you last win a Premier League trophy? When did you last compete properly in the Champions League? Glory, glory, Manchester United. You win a league title, a cup title. Billions of pounds in that club, millions of pounds into the team, and yet all you could do is win a league cup. And you sack the manager that last won your European Cup, which is the Europa League. You won the Europa League under Mourinho, and then 12 months later, he's not good enough. But yeah, I could win the argument about thinking I could get into the history. But you don't know the history enough, do you, Keaton? So I could get into historical stuff, but that'd be wasted because you don't know enough of the history between Bolton and United. But yeah, it's only friendly banter. It's only friendly banter. He's a good lad. He just doesn't like me. He just doesn't like me reminding him about the owners. But he should. That's because I think he should be more bothered about it. It's nothing personal. It's just as a United fan, I think he should be doing what every United fan should be doing and kicking up a fuss about the Glazers. But yeah, That sounds like a challenge to me, Keaton. But I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist because I don't want a full blown banter session with you right now, mate. Keaton is laughing at Dave. Thank you, Keaton. Pure Lollis is saying, Jamie, no problems, mate. Look forward to meeting up. Put a face to the person. Absolutely, sounds good. Pure Lollis. Jamie is saying, yeah, Pure, I got a hotel on a Friday and go to the game on a Saturday. Sounds good, Jamie. Yep, sounds good, mate. Pure Lolly saying, Jamie, hotels are expensive, mate. Plenty of room at the Loyalist household. Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Loyalist. Thank you. Davy's saying, Gaz, my phone won't let me download Kick. It's not compatible with my device. Oh, that's a shame, Dave. Well, it could be because Kick's quite new, mate. It's only been going about 2 years. So I'm not sure if you can get it on phones. I'm not sure how that works. Obviously, I don't have it on my phone. I have it on the computer. Oh, United on the attack now, down the middle. To get round the goalkeeper. Oh, Garnacho has messed it up. He had an open net there, but he's ended up fumbling it. And now the ball knocked out wide on that far side. I bet he's well frustrated missing that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. I don't know if it works on phones. Like I said, I don't use it on my phone, Kick. I use it on the main computer. But it is still a new platform, so maybe they'll make it better in the future so that you can actually get it on your phone. I don't know why you can't download it on your phone. That's strange because they're limiting the audience that's available to it there, aren't they, mate? But thank you for trying, Dave. Top man, I'm sorry about that, mate. I'm sorry about that. Joey, I don't know if Joey's still with us. Joey, you're on Kick, mate. Do you still do you have it on your phone, Joey? Jamie, well, I don't know if that's it. Jamie saying, Pure, it's been fine, mate. I can walk around in Scotland, have a beer or two. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, loving the positive vibes between you guys, trying to make something to go to a Rangers game. Pure Law is saying, understandable, Gaz. That's why I was trying to think of a way to explain what it was without bringing too much into the chat, as I know it's not a no-no. Yeah, only on YouTube, Pure Lawist, only on YouTube because of YouTube's rules. Because it's not to me. I don't mind talking a bit of politics with you guys privately. It's just I can't do it on YouTube, mate. Obviously, put a lot of work into the channel, so I don't want YouTube getting the because we end up talking about politics. And plus, obviously, it might put off new viewers as well. So, but I'm always happy to talk to you guys on social media about stuff like that. Just can't do it on YouTube. But thank you for the understanding, Pure Lawless, top man. Can even talk a little bit of stuff like that a little bit on Kick. That's a bit more relaxed at the moment, Kick, because it's still quite new. But yeah, I have to stay away from it on YouTube, unfortunately, because they've got really strict rules about well, it's that strict. It's a minefield, guys. So it's just better to stay away from it as much as possible. But thank you for that, Pure Laws. Appreciate the consideration, mate. Jamie is saying it's how bad VAR's been bad for Blades this season from Talksport. Well, thank you for correcting that, Jamie. I thought that's what you meant. I think maybe, I don't know if you were rushing to type it. I do it sometimes, rush to type it, and sometimes get your words mixed up or interprets it wrong with a spell check. Or maybe you were too, maybe just a little bit of, you've had a few beers and not concentrating enough. I'm not sure, but thank you for that, Jamie. You are a gentleman. Thank you for correcting that, mate. Top man. Pure Law is saying, Jamie, no problem, mate. Awesome, thank you. Mr. Loyalist. Well, Andrew Townsend has just been given a yellow card. Uh, Pure Law say, Jamie, no problem, mate. Thank you. Pure Law Strike, guys. I'm just going to go and grab another quick drink. And I think what I'll do today, since the chat is quite active, if you guys want me to, and you're happy with it, we'll do the game. We've got 20 minutes left of the game. I think might stay on for an extra half an hour after the game. If you guys are up for that, if you want to talk some football, the conversation's flowing. And when you, as I keep saying, Fanden is here for you guys. So when I see that the chat is active and you guys wanting to talk, I want to read out as many of your comments as possible. So if you guys are happy for me to stay on for an extra half an hour, then I will do that and read out more of your comments if you guys are up for that, as it's Sunday evening as well. So we're no game this evening. If you guys want me to stay on for an extra half an hour, then I will do. But I'm just going to nip and go and grab a coffee, guys, because getting a bit parched. That's the only thing when you're sitting here talking all the time, you get really dry mouth. So I'm just going to be back in a minute or two, guys. But let me know in the chat if you guys would like me to stay on for an extra half an hour, and we can talk some more football. If you guys like the sound of that, because I'm not sure what time we're on now. Well, I know we're on 70 minutes in the game, so that means we've got 20 minutes of the game remaining. Where's my clock? We're on. Yeah, it's only 6 o'clock, isn't it? So yeah, stay on. The game be finished. Yeah, so we can stay on till about an extra half an hour till about 7. If you guys are up for that, we'll have some conversation. Keep the chat going and hear what you guys are saying. As I say, guys, I'm happy to jump off as normal if you want. But as I say, the channel is here for you guys to have your opinions heard. I keep saying that, so it's only right that I make the effort to read out as many comments when I've got a bit of extra spare time to do that. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go and grab a coffee, but let me know your thoughts. Sorry, let me know your thoughts in the chat if you guys happy to stay on for an extra half hour. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. So, where was we? Sorry about that, guys. I can't remember where we're up to. Um, did I miss some comments out there? Ah, right. No, I didn't. No. Pure Loyce saying, Jamie, no problem, mate. Thank you, Pure Loyce. Keaton is saying, Dave, if you've got to your Play Store app, if you go to, oh, sorry, yeah, I'm right. Keaton trying to think. Keaton trying to explain to Dave how to do it. If you go to your Play Store app, Apple Store, you can change the settings to phone and iPod apps. Try both of them, and one should let you download it. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Thank you for that, Keaton. Top man. Yeah, I forget, guys. I forget. I have got an iPhone, but I only use it limited because the battery dies on it so quickly. So yeah, I forget about the iPhone a lot of the time because, like I say, I've got one, but I do use it sparingly because the battery's terrible on it. They just don't last, the batteries. But yeah, I use an Android phone a lot of the time for editing because I don't know, it just seems to be that it doesn't drain the battery as quick. But thank you for that, Keaton. I'm forgetting that some of you guys might be on Apple phones. But thank you for that, Keaton. Appreciate it, mate. You're a gentleman. Dave is saying, thanks, Keaton. I'll have a try. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Sure about this next comment. Apologies if anybody's offended by this next comment, because I'm not sure if that's a positive name. I don't even know how to read the name out of that because that doesn't look like a positive name, does it, guys? Chinaway. China Away Army. United. Well, I'm not sure about that, mate, but welcome to Fanden. I'm not going to clap that kind of comment, unfortunately. Joey is saying, I didn't download it, Dave, just used Google. I was going to ask you that, Joey, how you got it, mate. Thank you for that. Thank you, Joey. Yeah, Joey is on Kick. I was just telling you guys, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. I was just giving you guys the heads up that there is a different chat structure on there that's open, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves sometimes when I'm not around. And I'll keep the chat positive. Obviously, as you guys know, it'll have the same principles as we have here on Fanden. Anybody that's negative will get blocked off it so that you guys can enjoy friendly conversation without the haters. So thank you for that, Joey Topman and Dave with a thumbs up there. Thank you, Dave. Joey saying just ignore the download now, and you can still create an account. Thank you, Joey. Nice one, mate. Top man. Jamie saying, all right, Joey. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. And Joey with a thumbs up there to Jamie. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positive vibes. Davey saying, no, it won't work. Oh, that's a shame. You might have to. Is that what Googling it or through the App Store? I don't know. I don't really use the App Store, to be honest. But yeah, thank you. I'm sorry to hear it's not working, Dave. I'm sorry to hear it's not working, mate. Maybe I'll have to Google it and do some research why it doesn't download onto your phone. Jamie, are you? Joey, are you using it on your phone or are you using it on a computer, mate? As I say, guys, I can't tell you because I don't really use it on my phone. I use it on the main computer because obviously there's no real reason for me to use it on my phone. as it's mainly needed on my computer because I stream on it, don't I? Um, so yeah, I don't know why it's not downloading to a phone. Jamie's saying, yeah, uh, stay on for 30 minutes. Okay, thank you for that, Jamie. Thank you for answering the question, mate. And Jamie saying it's about 6. Thank you, Jamie. Nice one, mate. Mr. Lawler saying, well, folks, tea time for me. Take care. Take all. Cheers for the chat and coverage, GAZGO, and all the fandom. All the best. Well, thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Enjoy your evening meal, mate. Stay safe and well. Thank you for that, Mr. Loyalist. Best wishes to you and your family, mate. Enjoy your evening meal, as I say. And thank you for dropping in, mate. Pleasure having you involved in the chat. Top man. Thank you, Mr. Loyalist. Take care, mate. Dave is saying, Pure Loyalist, take care, bro. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Loving the positive vibes. And Keaton also saying, enjoy, Loyalist. All the best. Awesome. Thank you, Keaton. You guys, absolutely class. Loving the positive vibes. Thank you, guys. Jamie saying, in a bit, Pure, mate. Take care, pal. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. And Dave is saying, Gaz, whatever you want to do. Well, thank you very much for that, Dave. Well, I'll stay on for a little bit, see how we get on. I'll stay on a little bit later after the game has finished. I'm sure you guys, one or two of you guys might stay on for a little bit after the game and talk some football. But you don't have to if you don't want to. I respect that. But thank you for that, Dave. Nice one, mate. Pure Lawless, just giving a thumbs up to everyone there. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Thank you, mate. Take care. Take care and enjoy your evening meal, mate. Jamie's saying, Dave, who you think going to win the league in the Premier League? I know City dropping points yesterday was brilliant. I was buzzing to see that happen because it gives Liverpool and Arsenal a chance, and it makes them. We don't want to see it. Come on, guys. Do we really want to see one team winning it all the time? We don't want to see City winning it all the time. It'll just turn into the same kind of league as the German league, with obviously Bayern Munich dominating it all the time. I know it's been a bit more competitive this season, and it is on occasion, but the majority of the time Bayern dominate that league, don't they? And we don't really want the Premier League going that way, do we? Because it's just going to make it very boring. And I'm sure the Premier League will notice a drop in interest in the future if one team just dominating it all the time, winning it consistently. But yeah, Jamie, good question, mate. Thank you for that. And Joey's saying, bye, Loyalist. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Nice one, mate. Pure Loyalist saying, I'm not sure if that's a positive name. I'm not. The way I'm reading that is that name for that account is not a good way. But thank you, Pure Loyalist, top man. I appreciate you sending the positive vibes to everybody equally there, mate. Top man. Joey's saying, I bet I'd be about if you stay on, Gaz. Well, thank you for that, Joey. Nice one, mate. Keaton saying, Jamie, I do think it will be Liverpool or City winning the Premier League. But as I am a United fan, I don't want any of them winning it, winning the league. I'd rather have Arsenal just because I'm a United fan. Laugh out loud. Arsenal? Seriously? Keaton, I'm shocked you're saying that, mate. I'm shocked you're saying that. If you think back to the 90s, you know, Arsenal was Man United's main rival. They were competing at the top of the league consistently with each other. It was United or Arsenal winning the league back in the 90s, wasn't it? So I'm quite surprised to hear that from Keaton. But thank you for sharing your thoughts, Keaton. Yeah, I'm surprised that, mate. Surprised at that, but I think that just boils down to the local rivalry. To be fair, I think that's just. I don't think, as he says, he don't want any of them to win it, but I think he's feeling that Arsenal winning it would be a little bit less banter coming United fans' way than what they would receive of Man City fans and Liverpool fans. Mr. Loyalist saying, sorry, folks, for giving that guy hello. Didn't read his comment from him. Just seen the name and said bye. So apologies. No worries, Pure Loyalist. No worries. Well, it weren't what he commented that bothered me. It was more his account name that was in question. It didn't look like a very intelligent account name and serious, did it? It looked like it was more an account name that's out to try and banter people or be difficult. I don't know, but account names like that. Well, and I'm sure I don't need to say it for you guys. You can do the maths, read the account name. It didn't look good, but not a problem. Pure Lawless. It's easy to go unnoticed. I've done it, mate. Highlighted accounts that are not exactly very friendly and not realised until afterwards. But no worries. Thank you for that, Mr. Loyalist. Thank you for that, mate. Joey is saying it's winning the league. LFC winning the league. Sorry, I thought I said it then. LFC winning the league. Well, thank you for that, Joey. Yep, back your own team. Can't fault you there, mate. Can't fault you there. Pure Law is saying, Joey could be right, mate. Well, I've got to be honest. I don't care who wins the league as long as it's not City. Please, just not City. Because I don't want, they just can't be doing with them. They're an oil barren club. And it's about time, until they start answering for these charges, it's about time they started piping themselves down. We can't keep having a team competing at the top of the Premier League if they're in breach of regulations that other clubs are getting punished for. It's just not right, is it? So thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Thank you, mate. Dave is saying Arsenal for the title this season. Do you think so, Dave? Interesting to see quite a few of you guys fancying Arsenal for it. You do realise that if Arsenal do win it, we'll never hear the end of it next season. But thank you for that, Dave. Jamie's saying Keaton, I think, be Arsenal. Well, Jamie as well. It's quite shocked how many of you guys thinking Arsenal going to win it. Jamie's saying City was so bad last night. Well, they showed their usual dominant self. They just got to give credit to Chelsea. Chelsea kept them at bay, didn't they? Made it life difficult for City. Made themselves difficult to break down. But thank you for that, Jamie. Keaton is saying we don't want City winning it again. It will be like the Scottish League. Only joking, Rangers and Celtic fans. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for that, Keaton. Yeah, well, well, at least in Scotland there is a bit of competition. We don't know which club's going to win it. At least two clubs are competing for it. I would have said with City, it's more fairer to make a comparison with the German league, I think, because I know, but Borussia Dortmund do compete some seasons, but the majority of the time it's Bayern that dominate in the Bundesliga, in it. But thank you for that, Keaton, and thank you for the consideration towards Celtic and Rangers fans. Top man. Mr. Loyal is saying, being a Chelsea fan, folks, I'll just say, stay out of the debate. Thank you for that, Piola. Well, at least you're honest, mate. At least you're honest. Respect for that. Mr. Loyal is saying, Keaton, we are the people, the famous Glasgow Rangers. There you go. There's your response, Keaton, showing his loyalty to his club there, Mr. Loyalist. Joey is saying, laugh out loud loyalist. Unlucky for Chelsea yesterday. I know. I've got to be honest. Yesterday, I was really hoping Chelsea were going to hang on to the 3 points. Like I say, just it's like I say, until City answer to these charges, we can't keep ignoring it. We can't keep ignoring the fact that they're dragging it out and creating a legal battle that's going to cost the league money. That's money that could be reinvested into lower league football to help lower leagues sort out their pitch infrastructure. But instead, the Premier League is now going to waste millions of pounds fighting Manchester City through the legal process to try and hold them accountable for the breach of charges. And it's just wrong because that money could be used to plunge into lower league. You just look this season, guys, how many lower league clubs have had games called off because of waterlogged pitches. All they need is some kind of drainage system fitted. With obviously undersoil heating would be helpful as well. But just a proper drainage system fitted would stop so many lower league games being postponed. And let's be honest, guys, these lower league clubs can't afford to do it on their own. They don't generate enough money. They are generating just enough money to keep their heads above water, to keep the club alive. So they haven't got any money to spare to spend on infrastructure. So, we're seeing Manchester City drag the Premier League now into a legal battle over these 100 and odd charges. And the Premier League are going to use some of the profits to fight Manchester City. And that money could, £50,000, £100,000 is peanuts in the Premier League. But to a club lower down the leagues, a club like Bury, like Ratcliffe, Southend, these kind of clubs, that's a massive chunk of money that could help them get some better pitch infrastructure so that they have less games called off. Do you know what I mean? When we get winter, we get so many games called off because of waterlogged pitches. This is the 21st century, for crying out loud. And it shows the incompetency of the FA and the football authorities that they are not filtering some of that money down to sort that problem out. We're not asking them to give them handouts, guys. We're asking them to give some kind of grant structure where they say to the club, you give 50% of the money towards upgrading the pitch infrastructure and we'll give you the other 50%. That could be done. That could work because clubs would then, do some kind of fundraisers or something to try and generate the money that they need to put their half of the money up to get it sorted. But what do we see from the FA or from the EFL to do this, to encourage clubs to improve their pitch infrastructure? We see absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not impressed with Manchester City draining more money out of the Premier League that could be spent better in football. But the Premier League are now going to spend that money fighting expensive lawyers that Manchester City dragged them in through the appeals courts and all that kind of stuff. It's just a disgrace. So thank you for that, Joey. Pure Law is saying, Joey, very unlucky. Absolutely, yeah. But you managed to get a point. That should give you guys some encouragement. You held Manchester City at bay and you got a point out of it. Keaton is saying it's just because Liverpool will end up being level with titles and no one has won the league 4 times in a row. If City win it, so break the ice. I'd be okay with Arsenal having it. Okay, thank you for that, Keaton. Respect to you. At least you give us a logical explanation there. That certainly makes sense. Thank you for that, Keaton. Yep. Respect to you, mate, for giving us your assessment there, mate. Mr. Loyal is saying, sorry for mistake, folks. I'm right-handed and I have a fork in it. Fork. I have a fork in it. I'm just picturing with a pitchfork sticking out of his hand. Typing with my left. No worries. Thank you, Pure Lotus. Thank you for that, mate. And Joey is saying, laugh out loud, loyalists. Suppose multitasking is not a man's best quality. That's a good one, that, Joey. Yeah, you're right. Well, there goes the full-time whistle, guys. And at full-time, it has finished Luton 1, Manchester United 2. So let's have a quick look. Keep your comments coming, guys. Keep your comments coming. Love to hear from you, more from you guys. Let's have a look at the match stats and the table. Just bear with me a second. Here we go. So this is how that game has gone in total, guys. Total shots 22 for Luton, 22 also for United. Shots on target 4 for Luton, 10 for United. Possession 59% for Luton, 41% for Man United. Pass accuracy 83% for Luton, 76% for United. Total passes 519 for Luton, 389 for United. Fouls 7 for Luton, 21 for United. Yellow cards 3 for Luton, 5 for United. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides 4 against Luton, 1 against United. And corners 8 for Luton, 6 for United. So what has that done for the table? Well, it pushes United. Have they moved up a place there? Yeah, they have, I think. No, they haven't. So, yeah, United stay 6th in the table, but obviously close the gap on Tottenham a little bit more. Both Tottenham and United on exactly 25 games played. Tottenham on 47 points in 5th position. And Man United in 6th position on 44 points. So only now 3 points separating the two teams. And obviously Aston Villa just above Tottenham on 49 points. Exactly the same amount of games played. Obviously Brighton behind Manchester United on exactly the same games again, 25 played, 38 points. So a little bit of a gap developing between United and Brighton, 6-point gap between the two teams. So the question is, will United continue this run and overtake Spurs and possibly Villa? I don't think they're going to catch up to Manchester City, but they could potentially overtake Tottenham and Villa. Let's have a look how it looks for Luton. Luton sitting 4th from bottom. 24 games played on 20 points, just outside of the bottom 3 by 1 point. Everton sitting in 18th position on 19 points, 24 games played, and Luton sitting in 17th position on 24 games, 20 points. Burnley are miles behind on, well, look at Burnley. I didn't realise it was that bad. Burnley and Sheffield United rooted to bottom equally on 13 points, 25 games played each. So, yeah, looks like Burnley and Sheffield starting to be cut adrift. They're going to need to start putting some points on the table quite dramatically over the next couple of games if they're going to give themselves any chance of getting out of that. But Luton still have hope to stay out of the bottom 4. The bottom 3, but obviously today's result has done them no favours. As I say, Everton will be looking to try and overtake Luton if Luton continue to drop points. So there you go, guys. So let's get rid of that and put the other stats back on the screen for anybody dropping in. And then I'll come back to your comments, guys. Here we go. So there you go, guys. So let's have a quick look, and then I'll come to your comments. Quick look what's going on around the grounds this afternoon. In the Premier League, it finished Sheffield United 0, Brighton 5, Luton 1, Manchester United 2, as we know right here in the Scottish Premiership. It finished St Johnstone 0, Rangers 3, and that's all for the men's game. A number of games going on in the ladies' football this afternoon, guys. In the ladies' Super League, it finished Brighton ladies 0, Liverpool ladies 1, Everton ladies 2, West Ham ladies 0, Tottenham ladies 1, Aston Villa ladies 2, and Leicester City ladies 5, Bristol City ladies 2. In the Women's Championship in England, Sunderland ladies 4, Lewis ladies 3, London City Lionesses 2, Durham ladies 2, Birmingham City ladies 1, Southampton ladies 2, Charlton ladies v Reading ladies, match postponed, waterlogged pitch, Crystal Palace ladies 4, Blackburn Rovers ladies 0. Into the Scottish ladies game, guys. Scottish ladies Premiership. Partick Thistle ladies 1, Hibernian ladies 1, Aberdeen ladies 4, Dundee United ladies 3, Hearts ladies 5, Montrose ladies 0, Rangers ladies 1, Celtic ladies 1, Hamilton Academic ladies 1, Spartan ladies 1, and Motherwell ladies 0, Glasgow City ladies 3. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date around the grounds around the UK. So let's catch up with your comments. There we go. Sorted. So yeah, thank you for that, Joey. Keaton is saying, I think these big clubs do need to look at the country they're playing in and help these smaller clubs with support such as pitches, and it will carry on making it the best country for football. Absolutely, Keaton. I totally agree, mate. I totally agree. We're not expecting handouts. We're not expecting handouts. I certainly am not expecting any handouts. What I'm expecting is grants, some kind of grant system which encourages lower league clubs to find a way to get their pitch infrastructure. So I don't know how it works, whether you play the Premier League give 50% of the money and the club find 50%, or whether it's 30% that the clubs have to find and 70%. But surely, guys, we're not, like I say, we're not talking about them giving them a handout to help them out financially. We're talking about a little bit of money being handed down to the lower league clubs to just sort out the pitches, to get past this waterlogged pitch problem. We just read out there in the ladies' result, even a ladies' game now being postponed because of a waterlogged pitch. It's shocking, isn't it, guys? We're the home of football. UK football was born here in the UK, and we're 150 years on from inventing and creating the game of football, and yet still we have a number of pitches around the ground, around the UK, that's still suffering from waterlogged pitch problems. It's just shocking when we see all the money that is being pumped into the Premier League. We're not talking, think about it, guys, millions of pounds. What would £10 million do for Premier League clubs? If all clubs donated £1 million from the Premier League kitty to lower league pitch infrastructure, that would be £20 million. There's 20 clubs in the Premier League. That would £20 million. How much could that be stretched? That could probably sort out, I would say, 80 or 90% of clubs around the UK, help them sort out their pitch problems with waterlogged pitch. Just £20 million. And let's be honest, guys, in the Premier League, £20 million is peanuts. You know what I mean? It's nothing. But £20 million potentially could help sort out at least 80, 90% of pitches around the UK, if not 100% of pitches around the UK. And then we would almost eliminate this waterlogged pitch problem with just a small donation from Premier League clubs. I mean, come on, £20 million, if there's 70, 80 clubs in the lower league suffering from pitch problems, waterlogged pitches, £20 million split amongst them all, a couple of £100,000 each. They have to put in 20, 30% of the money as well. obviously to show that they're contributing to the upgrade of the pitch infrastructure. It would solve the problem. It would solve the problem, I think, and we would see a lot less games cancelled or postponed because of waterlogged pitch. They keep banging on, don't they, about fixture congestion. You hear Pep Guardiola many a time moaning about, fixture congestion. Well, you are one of the managers of one of the richest clubs in football. So if you want a reduced pitch congestion, match congestion, then help sort out the lower league pitches. That's one way to get around it. I know it wouldn't directly impact the Premier League exactly, but it would in the cup competitions. It could reduce the amount of games postponed in cup competitions. But thank you for that, Keaton. Excellent comment, mate. Mr. Loyal is saying, Joey, don't know about that, mate. Yeah, you did. I agree. I think, we are not great at multitasking. You know what they say, guys? Behind every good man is a good lady. So yeah, I got to agree. I've got to agree with Joey. We're not the greatest at multitasking as guys. We're not. That's not our strong point. So thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Pure Loyalist, laughing at Joey. Thank you, mate. Pure Lolly saying, Gaz, funny as. Thank you for that, mate. No worries. Thank you. Keaton saying, I'm off fan dinners, going on PlayStation for a couple of hours before going back to work again tomorrow. All the best, Yuchi and Dennis. Have a good week. Thank you, Keaton. Stay safe and well, mate. Hope you have a good week at work ahead. And yeah, enjoy your bit of free time on the PlayStation. Top man, thank you for dropping in, Keaton. Always a pleasure. And stay safe and well, mate. And drive safe to in and fro from work this week. I know you cover quite a bit of distance on the motorways. So be careful, mate. Look after yourself. And best wishes to Leone and Jesse as well. Thank you, mate. And a big hello and a wave there to Jesse if you're listening in, mate. My Keaton's son, Jesse, my great nephew, if you like. Pure Lies saying, I hope he was watching there because I know he'd have loved that. He's only a babby. He's only a babby. Or as you guys say up in Scotland and the northeast, he's a burn. A burn. Thank you for that. Pure Lies. I can't make out. What's that first emoji? It looks like a diamond with black tips or something. I'm not sure what that is. Pure lies, but I presume it's a positive, mate. Thank you for that. Jamie is saying, if Everton win tomorrow, can they go ahead, go out from the bottom? Yes, they can, mate. There was only a point between Luton and Everton, so if Everton do manage to win, they would go above Luton and also above. No, so yeah, they would just go above Luton, but they would have. But Luton would have a game in hand on Everton. That's the only difference. But Everton would go ahead if they win tomorrow. But like I say, Luton would have a game in hand, and Crystal Palace would also have a game in hand, who would be just above them, mate. So thank you for that, Jamie. Joey is saying, you too, Keaton. Bye for now. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Top man. Thank you, mate. Jamie is saying, it's a joke. How much money City got them? Got them still asking for more money. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Jamie. Well, it's the fact that they're gonna. I found out. Yeah, it's the fact that they're gonna suck money out of the Premier League because they're appealing it, aren't they? So the 100 and odd charges, City are appealing it. They've taken it to an independent court, a tribunal. Well, that means that the Premier League are then going to go to that independent court to fight against Manchester City, trying to fight against the decision. And that is going to mean that the Premier League then spend money on lawyers to fight against the lawyers that Manchester City have appointed. So they're not happy that they're. This is where Manchester City are bang out of order because they're sucking money out of the game indirectly. They're in question marks of whether they've breached the rules. And if they breach the rules and it's found that they have breached the rules, I think the courts should order them to pay every penny that has been used to fight them in the courts in legal proceedings. Every penny, Manchester City should be forced to pay back into football so that it can be reinvested in the right places. Because let's be honest, the Premier League are going to spend God knows how much money now trying to fight Manchester City through the court system. Because Manchester City, as we all know, they've got the best lawyers that money can buy. So that's going to come, Manchester. So basically, the Premier League, they're going to have to pay out for an expensive lawyer to fight these rich, powerful lawyers that Manchester City represent, that represent Manchester City. It's going to end up meaning wasting millions of pounds and that should be reinvested into football. That's what it'll mean. The Premier League will spend millions to try and fight Manchester City through the court proceedings, and that money is money that could be being reinvested into football. Instead, it's going to be diverted to pay legal fees to fight Manchester City. It's a disgrace. But yeah, well said, Jamie. Thank you for that, mate. Joey's saying Joey's saying, think it's about time City started answering to these charges. I totally agree, Joey. Yeah, well said, mate. Well said. Keaton is saying, UG, I found out Bolton do a fan zone before games on Saturdays, Saturday dinner time-ish, where all fans go before games outside the ground for a beer. You might be able to get interviews about the club from fans. Thank you, Keaton. Yeah, I did know about that, mate. I did know about that. I did know about that, but it's limited how many fans are allowed in it. They've limited how many fans are allowed in that fan zone. But yeah, thank you for letting me know, Keaton. That could be very helpful in the future. Thank you, mate. Top man. Thank you, Keaton. And Keaton saying he loved the wave. He's smiling and went, that's my Uncle Gareth on TV. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Keaton. Top stuff. Glad he liked it. Top stuff. Thank you. See you later, Jesse. See you later, mate. Awesome. Top stuff. Thank you, Keaton. Thank you, mate. Joey's saying, oh, bless. Hello, Jesse. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Top man. Thank you, mate. Yeah, he's only a wee boy. He's only a wee boy. So he's at that time where he's fascinated with the TV and stickle bricks and stuff like that. He's only young. But thank you for that, Joey. And thank you, Keaton, for letting me know. Top man. Thank you, mate. Glad Jesse enjoying that. Jamie is saying, I can't wait to go to back down to championship. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, Jamie. But is it that bad, mate? Is it seriously? Is it that bad? You feeling that frustrated with it? Well, I feel for you if it's that bad, Jamie. All the hard work getting pushed to promotion, and now you find yourself not enjoying it. I'm sorry to hear that, Jamie. Well, I don't know whether to give you a laugh or a crow for the ownership. Well, we'll give you a laugh, Jamie, and a clap. So that's for Jamie. That's for Jamie. And now this is for the owners of the club not doing enough to make to make Sheffield United competitive. Is that okay, Jamie? Do you like that, mate? Mr. Loyalist is saying, like the way you're thinking regarding lower league teams, but putting it to the task will take some persuading. But hats off to you guys for the show of support to better the clubs in need of the help. Well, thank you very much for that, Mr. Loyalist. Appreciate your kind words. I appreciate your kind words, mate. I'm just looking at it logically. That's all. I'm simply looking at it logically, guys. Millions of pounds in the Premier League. Millions. You know, we've seen Manchester United paying £90 million for Pogba. You know, we've seen Liverpool paying £75 million for Van Dijk, or was it 85? I can't remember now. Um, so many clubs, Manchester City, question marks. Come on, guys. How did Manchester City get the world's best striker? What was it, £35 million that they paid for him? There's something dodgy in that, isn't there, straight away? That is just, if that had been Liverpool or Man United, you know that the price tag would have been double, maybe even triple that. So how would Manchester City managed to get him for like £35 million? Come on, guys. If United or Liverpool had been linked with Haaland, you'd have been seeing a price tag of 70, 80, £90 million. Easy. No question. So how has Manchester City been able to go under the radar and get a top player like Haaland for £35 million? That's dodgy, if you ask me. But thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Yeah, I just think it's fair. It's fair. So much money at the top of the league. We're not asking them to give bucket loads of money to lower league clubs. What we're asking for, or what we're suggesting, is one simple, decent payment that comes from the Premier League that can be split against, split out evenly to every club that is struggling to sort out their pitch infrastructure. And you don't just give them as a handout. You tell them, you can have a big chunk of the money towards upgrading your pitch infrastructure, but you have to put 20, 30% of the money up yourself. That is a way that you get in where they're not just getting a handout. They have to put some of the money in themselves. Do you get what I mean? And I think you would see lower league clubs going out of their way to do everything they can to raise that 30% money towards that pitch infrastructure. Because let's be honest, these clubs are literally managing hand to mouth. They're literally paying out for things that that they're literally just keeping the club afloat, playing. Do you know what I heard the other day? I can't remember what club it was, but I heard an astronomical number that was bounded about. They reckoned a club's payments. Get this, guys. A club's payments, yeah, for the floodlights. So we all see night games. Don't matter what league you're in. Everybody sees night games at some point. They reckon, yeah, for a Premier League club or a Championship club to pay the night games that they do in a regular, because we tend to see the night games more in the Premier League and the Championship. And don't quote me on this, guys, because I'm not saying this is true. This was in a media outlet that I read, but obviously it's a rough figure to go off. But they reckon to use them spotlights for one season, get this, £4 million. How the hell is it costing £4 million to have floodlights on for random games throughout a season? £4 million for the electric bill for this for the floodlights for a season. I mean, come on, guys. Can you imagine your electric bill being £4 million? I was shocked when I read. Now, I'm not, like I say, guys, I don't know how accurate the number is. It might be way off. It might be, I don't know, manipulated to come out with that number. We know how they can manipulate stats and things like that. But even if it's even close to being true, think about that. £4 million just to run floodlights for a season. Now, how is that? It's like crazy money. Absolutely crazy money. So if a club's paying £4 million, well then you've got to ask the question: how the hell are these lower league clubs managing to play for the floodlights? Do you know what I mean? How are they doing it? Because they're not making £4 million. If you're a non-league club like, let's say, Rochdale or Southend United, that have currently used to be in the Football League, but they've dropped out of it into the National League, how are they paying that kind of cost? Seriously, guys, I don't know how they're making ends meet. It just beggars belief. How are they making ends meet? So for me, if lower league clubs are having to deal with them kind of costs, then it's not a surprise why they cannot afford to pay for pitching upgrades and under soil heating and drainage and stuff like that. But let me know what you guys think of that. Like I say, don't take it as an accurate number. And there was some media outlet that was reporting it, but obviously they may be dramatising the number, so they might have added a bit on somewhere or something like that. But even still, £4 million. Seriously, guys, how can football clubs be sustainable if they're paying just £4 million just for the lights for a season? You know what I mean? It's just nuts, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. Um, but thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Very kind of you to say, mate. Top man. Joey is saying they could get their heads together and defo help the lower leagues more. I totally agree. Yep, well said, Joey. Yeah, it's just wrong, isn't it? Just wrong, so wrong. Pure Law is saying Joey Gaz has a good shout, mate. To be honest, well, thank you for that, Pure Lawless. Thank you, mate. And Joey saying, keep the faith, Jamie. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Well said, mate. And Joey saying, defo loyalists. Thank you, Joey. You guys, absolutely class. Like I said, guys, I'm just trying to make a look at the logical. Come on, guys. So much money coming into football right now. You know, and like I just said, if lower league clubs are having to pay anywhere near that kind of money for electric bills, then it's no wonder they can't upgrade their pitches, is it? Jamie is saying, Joey, I can't wait. I missed something there. I can't. Oh, right, for championship. Well, do you know, Jamie? I mean, I don't want to be Mr. Negative. I want to be Mr. Positive here, but I think you might make a good suggestion because I think, as we saw with Norwich, I mean, Norwich didn't use it well, but Norwich came up, went back down, then came up again and went back down. I think I've said this before. I think to be a competitive Premier League club, I think that some fan bases and some clubs might need to accept that you need to go up, get the big chunk of money, then drop back down, invest the money, some of the money by building a really top championship team, get promoted again, get another big chunk of money, try and stay up the second time. But if you can't manage to stay up, then accept that you might go back down, but use the money sensibly. And then the third time you get promoted, if you've done it and you've invested that money sensibly, by the third time, you should be able to start establishing yourself as a Premier League club, I think. So, yeah, it's not a bad suggestion, that, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Jamie is saying it's not the team and the manager, it's the bad VAR and the bad refs. Well, that's a fair point, that, Jamie. Yeah, can't argue with that, mate. Can't argue with that. That's a great point. Pure Loyalist clapping, Jamie. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Joey is saying, got to agree, there's defo refs seem to go to be getting worse. I've got to agree as well, Joey. Yeah, absolutely, mate. There's some of the refereeing is just getting absolutely shocking, and we're starting to see what looks like obvious, what looks to be biasness coming into the game from referees being more obvious. Jamie is saying, it is, Joey. I don't know how them getting they get away with it. They got in the job probably because they're perfect yes man, to be fair, Jamie. I think that's a big chunk of it, mate. They're perfect yes men. I can't be watching that. Sorry guys, golf just come on. I'm not interested in golf at all. Each to their own. But yeah, thank you for that, Jamie. Lost my train of thought there, guys. Sorry. Mr. Barnsley, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Mr. Barnsley, saying, how you feeling, Sheffield United? Laugh out loud, 5-0. Well, I'm sure he's feeling a bit frustrated, mate. Jamie saying, Barnsley, you did say 5-0, mate. Yeah, you did. Yeah, he did, didn't he, actually? Well, massive respect to you, Jamie, there for your honesty, mate. Mr. Loyalist saying Arsenal are in a 63 mil swap deal with some cash involvement for Zubimendi. Right, didn't know that, Mr. Didn't know that, Mr. Loyalist. To be honest, I'm not doing great at the moment, keeping up with the transfer news. But thank you for letting us know that. Pure Loyalist, thank you, mate. I'll have to read up on that when I catch. I'm sure I'll see it on the Google feed. Mr. Barnsley is saying, I know I knew gonna happen. Okay, well, thank you. Congratulations on the correct score prediction, Mr. Barnsley. Oh, there's been a few you got wrong as well, though, in fairness. Mr. Loyal is saying, Barnsley, red and white. Hello. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Loyalist. Loving the positive vibes. Top man. And Mr. Barnsley saying, hey up, lads. Thank you, Mr. Barnsley. Thank you, mate. And thumbs up there from Pure Lawless. You guys absolutely class. Thank you, guys. Jamie saying, Blades don't have much money like some big teams in there. We only a pub team. Well, I think you're a bit more than a pub team, Jamie. But I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. You only got a small budget compared to many of the Premier League clubs that have been getting the big wages, big bucks for a long time. Let's look at Everton, guys. They deserve some criticism. Did you guys know that Everton are your longest standing Premier League club? Sorry, not Premier League club. My apologies. They are the longest standing top flight club. So they've been involved in the top flight of English football more than any other club. And yet, what have they got to show for it? Where's the trophies? You know, it's all right being up there, but what's the point in being up there if you don't compete for nothing? You know what I mean? So that for me is like, well, Everton have wasted their opportunity. They're the longest standing club. And if it weren't for their building the new stadium, I'd be wishing for them to go down. I want them to stay up so that they can pay for their new stadium and don't get in debt, because I don't like seeing clubs get in debt. But once they paid that new stadium, I think that if they don't start competing to win something, they need to get relegated, because you're taking up a position and not competing. You know, you're just staying in there for the money and not doing nothing to compete. What is the point in being the longest standing club involved in the top flight, but yet you don't compete for trophies? So I don't know what you guys think of that. I've nothing against Everton. Don't take it the wrong way. I've nothing against them. It just seems a waste that a club is taking up a position in the Premier League and yet not challenging to win anything. And yet they're taking up a position for the longest, more than any other club, and yet they don't compete for trophies. What do you guys think? Let's be honest, I think other clubs would try and use that place better to try and compete for trophies. But yeah, don't be down on yourself, Jamie. You're a bit more than a pub team, mate. You're a bit more than a pub team, mate. But thank you for that, pub team. It's a good one. It's a good way to get some sympathy, I suppose. But no, I'm not falling for that one, Jamie. Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, both equally big clubs. You're just having a tough time of it at the moment, mate. Mr. Barnes is saying, I watch games, Sheffield United. I could hear them saying Sheffield Wednesday better. Wednesday better you, laugh out loud, batter you. I think that's meant to say. Well, Mr. Barnsley, I'm not gonna. I'm chill out with the banter, mate, because I had a lot of problems yesterday in that stream because of you and your banter. You need to be a bit more respectful, because I noticed that you don't show up when the banter's coming your way. When your team lose, you stay away and hide. But yeah, as soon as somebody else's team comes in, you want to come and banter them. And yesterday, I had quite a headache with a few fans because of your banter. But I wouldn't mind it. I don't mind it if you come in and face up to it when your team lose, but you don't come and face up to it when your team lose. You hide. So don't be so outspoken and laughing at Jamie when you don't take the banter yourself when your own team lose. Jamie is saying, you wish Barnsley I watched the game. Yeah, just ignore him, Jamie. He's just trying to get you on the wind up, mate. Just don't take him on. I don't mind the banter. But I've got to criticise Mr. Barnsley because he keeps coming in, giving it, causing problems that I have to deal with people getting upset with him. But yet, when his team loses, where is he? He doesn't come in. So, you know, if you're going to give it, you need to learn to take it, mate. Pure Lois is saying, Jamie, times are changing, mate. Think to the future. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. Pure Lois. Thank you for that, mate. No, that's fair shout. Jamie is saying, pure, do Rangers have VAR? Yeah, they do. They do. Well, they have it. They introduced it last season in Scotland, I think. Last season. But it's only in the Premiership, I think. Pure Law is saying, Jamie, yes, mate. And it's as much trouble in Scotland as it is in England, mate. Well, thank you for the insight there, Pure Lawyers. I did know that anyway, but you guys that are in the chat might not know that. So thank you for that, mate. Jamie is saying, Pure can't beat England. England VAR having 3 goal off us today. He's stewing on that. He's stewing on that. Can't blame him. I'll have a look if I get a chance, Jamie. Mr. Loyalist saying, Jamie, it happens up here regularly. It's a shambles. I say scrap it. Well, thank you for that, Pure Loyalist. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, mate. Yeah, I've got to be honest with it. I've got to agree with Pure Loyalist. There is equally as much problems with the VAR up in Scotland as there is in England. So, yeah, don't feel that it's all just England. I watched, as you guys know, I cover Scottish football. I'm honest enough to say I've still got plenty to learn, but I'm learning more and more every week about Scottish football. And I've got to agree with him. The problems with the VAR are just as much evident in Scottish football as they are in English football. So, yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Loyalist. Jamie's saying, I have said that for a long time, Pure Loyalist. I think I have said that for a long time, Pure Loyalist. No worries, Jamie. Yeah, yeah, don't blame you, mate. Well, I'll try and have a look at the game later, Jamie, see what went wrong and why those VAR officials give their such bad decisions. Pure Loyalist saying, Jamie, it's only going to get worse with the blue card coming into action. I totally agree. Yeah, I can only see it getting worse as well. Pure Loyalist, I agree, mate. All right, so have you guys got any final comments to drop in? We're just coming up to about 7:05. So going to wrap it up in a minute, guys. If you guys got any final thoughts, please do drop your comments in now. Would love to have you hear from your final thoughts before we call it a day. And as I say, don't forget, guys, as I pointed out to you earlier, you're welcome to follow on Kick, where you guys can talk 24/7. Even if I'm not on the channel, you guys can still talk. Sorry, Pure Laws. Did I read that? Yeah, I did. Thank you for that, Pure Laws. Jamie's saying, um, I know, mate. Pure not looking forward to it. This blue card coming. No, I agree, Jamie. Yeah, I don't think any of us are. Don't think any of us are, mate. Joey is saying, sorry, guys, my signal keeps dropping out. No worries, Joey. No worries, mate. No, you're out the country at the moment, so obviously you've not got your normal access to the internet. So, yeah, no worries, Joey. Thank you for sticking around, mate. Appreciated. Top man. Thank you, Joey. And Joey also saying, thanks, guys. Have a good week. Catch up soon, mate. Thank you, Joey. Same to you, mate. Hope you have a good week ahead at work. Stay safe and well. Best wishes to you, mate, and the family. I hope you've got another break coming up soon. I presume, well, you've only just gone back, haven't you? So I think it'll come. Is it come about the end of the month, Joey? I'm not sure. But yep, stay safe and well out there in Belgium, Joey. And thank you, mate. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for that, top man, Joey. Stay safe and well, mate. And don't work too hard. Thank you, Joey. Jamie's saying, right, I'm off getting a bath, then bed. Got to be up early in the morning. See everyone tomorrow or Tuesday night, everyone. Thank you, Jamie. Take care, mate. Enjoy your bath and stay safe and well, mate. Best wishes to you and the family. Take care, Jamie. So thank you for that, Jamie. All the best, mate. Stay safe and well, and I hope you have a good week ahead at work. Stay safe and well, and thank you, top man Jamie. Stay all the best, mate. Joey saying bye, fan dinners. Till next time. Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Pure Lolly saying I got a blue card issued from DLA. Is that? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sorry, I added an extra A. DL, so it's meant to be DL. I thought you were trying to say DVLA there. So yeah. No worries, Pure Lawless. No worries, mate. Yeah, that's a good one, That's a good one. Right, guys, time to wrap it up here now so I can go and spend a little bit of time with my lovely lady. Not seen her for the last 4 days. She's been busy working. I've been busy working. So I get to enjoy the first evening properly this week with her, to be fair. Not seen her since the start of the week. So I'm going to jump off and go and enjoy a bit of time with my lovely lady. But big shout out to all you guys. Too many people been in today for me to mention everybody. So thank you to everybody that's dropped in today. Pure Lawless just saying, catch up soon, Joey and Jamie. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Nice one, mate. So, yeah, thank you, guys. Please do hit that like button before you leave. If I'm not, I don't think I mentioned it in this stream today. But, yeah, I trust that you guys will hit it anyway without me mentioning it all the time. So, yeah, that's it from me, guys. I'm going to jump off now. Take care. Enjoy all the rest of what's left of your weekend. Hope you guys have a top week ahead. Pure Lawless just saying bye all. Awesome. Thank you, Pure Lawless. Thank you for that. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Look after yourselves. Hope you guys have a top week ahead. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the week. Have a top week ahead. Stay safe and well, guys. Don't work too hard. And I look forward to seeing you guys on future streams. For now, though, that's it from me. Take care. I'll see you soon.